Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we will see how we can set up S2 database for our Spring Boot application. So S2 is a in-memory relational database that can be embedded inside our Spring Boot application by just declaring one dependency in our pom.xml. So let's see how we can set up this S2 database. First we will create one Spring Boot project. For that we will go to Spring Initializr website, and then we have to select all the prerequisites. So in our case it will be a Maven project. We will be using Java. Let's select version as 2.5.10. Let's just fill all these required details. This is fine. Let's select Java as version as 8. Now the next step is we have to add the dependencies. Let's include Spring Web dependency, and then we will be using database operations. We will include data JPA. And now the most important dependency for setting up the S2 is S2 database dependency. Yeah, so I think for now these three are sufficient. Let's generate our project. So a project is generated and downloaded. Now we have to import it in our Eclipse IDE. So I have imported this project in my Eclipse IDE, and you can see this is our pom.xml. We have a data JPA dependency, web dependency, and S2 dependency. So now what we have to do next is we have to define some properties in application.properties that will help us set up the S2 database. So let's start. So first thing is, this is a set of 4 or 5 properties which we have to define. It's almost similar to how we define configuration for other database. So first property is we have to define the data source URL. So for S2, this will be our data source URL. Now next property is a driver class. So for S2, driver class will be org.s2.driver. Now we have to define username and password. So by default, username for this embedded S2 database is SA. And password we can set anything. Let's just set password only. So now next we have to define database platform. So this database platform is the dialect which we have to use for our database. In this case it is S2. So these are the set of 5 properties which we have to define for setting up S2 database. And if you wish to use the console S2 console also to directly run your queries, there is one additional property which we have to include, that is s2.console.enable. We have to set it as true. So once you set this up as true, you will be able to access the S2 console from your browser. So let's just build this project. So as you can see, our project is completed. We are getting build success. So now let's go to our application file and run this. So our application is up at port number 8080. So let's just try to access this our S2 console. So this is our S2 console, and you can see username is SA. This is the default username, and password which we have given in our properties file is password only. So let's just try to log in. Click on connect. So yes, so now you can see this is our S2 console. Once we have some code, we start using the Spring Data GPA, our all tables will appear over here, and we can execute any queries directly from this console also. So this S2 console is really useful when we don't have any relational database setup, and we have to do some quick POC or test something. So this will be very useful in those cases. But we have to keep in mind, since this is a in-memory database, once your application is shut down, all data will be lost. So I hope this video will help you in setting up S2 console. If you have liked this video, then please subscribe to my channel and also like this and share this video. Thank you.